Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a nice, beautiful afternoon here in the Wakarusa Valley of northeast Kansas, USA. I decided to get out and do a little target shooting in today. Brought my little rifle that I got back in the 1970s, early 1970s. A little information on this. It's kind of fun how I got it. Probably wouldn't get one quite like that these days. I always have enjoyed target shooting and never owned a lot of weapons back then because I couldn't afford them. When I was in college, I was lucky enough, I guess, to come across this guy that was wanting something other than his rifle. He had a old Winchester 22 pump dated back near the 1900s, pretty much worn out, but it's kind of a neat looking old gun. I traded him a 6-pack of beer for it. I think it was probably Coors. I can't remember for sure. I'm not sure where I purchased it, somewhere there in the Winfield, Kansas area, since I was going to Southwestern College. Anyway, it was kind of a fun gun. I carried it around with me for a while. Actually, it went clear to Mexico and back with me in the, well, actually July of 1971 after graduation. A good friend of mine and I took off and took a trip down to New Mexico and actually parked in El Paso and then walked over in Mexico and came back. That little Winchester was in the gun rack of my 66 Chevy pickup the entire trip, and no one said a word. Well, after I started teaching in 1971, I decided I really didn't need that rifle, and maybe I could trade it for something a little better, or something I liked a little more, or something a little different. I took it to Wellington, Kansas, to Cooley's Sporting Goods, and it just so happened the gentleman in there was real interested in those old 22 pumps. We talked a while, and I ended up trading that old Winchester, which I traded a 6-pack of beer for this Ruger 1022, and on top of that he tossed in a carton, 500 rounds of 22 long rifle ammo for it. So not a bad trade. I do have fun shooting it. I have to admit, I kind of smile and maybe even laugh once in a while when I hear people refer to these weapons as assault weapons. I'm not even sure I'd heard the term assault weapon used back then. Although I guess it does fit the assault weapon part. You could buy some fancy things to stick on it, put a different stock, I don't know, maybe put a laser sight, I don't know what all they do. Put a few things on it and maybe buy a magazine that holds more than 10 rounds. You can get them for 20, 25 rounds. And you'd have a modern assault weapon. But for me, it's just a fun little gun to shoot. Anyway, I'm going to fire a few shots in it here today, and we'll kind of end up the video with that. Well, there were 10 rounds. I was shooting from about, maybe not more than 50 feet from my backstop. I'm looking here, it looks like that they're probably all within about a ½ inch to an inch spread, which is not bad for an old man like me. So, had some fun with the old 22 today. I hope everybody else out there is enjoying their life, and cheers to all from the Wakarusa Valley in northeast Kansas, USA. Guess I'll go pick up my target.